Alright, welcome back to our Tournament Champions. It's been an exciting opening round for all of our participants, and now it's time to head over to the round of 16, and Paul's going to tell us all about it. That's right, the first place of the round 16 will feature Zoe Hilton of Team Afghanistan against Samuel Uyanawa of Team Russia. These two Chao did very well pushing them on the other side in the pearl course, and of course they got the win, but only one of them will move one step closer towards the Supreme Championship. So who will get a chance at becoming the next Supreme Champion later on in the show? We'll find out soon enough. As you know, all these races will be held on the Amethyst course, so let's see if they can test their flying skills or not. Possibly running, but maybe the flying as well. Everyone's on the clock, and please start the base! Okay, we're on the way with the round 16, and things are starting to get a little exciting here in Amsterdam, Netherlands for the 2017 Tournament Champions. The 16 remaining participants are on fire, but only 8 of them will move one step closer to the round 8. Who will be the first to move on to the round 8? We'll find out soon enough. And it looks like a couple Silver Chao going mess a while back. And it looks like Zoe Hilton of Team Afghanistan is heading for the water. Along with one of the Silver Chao. As the first superstar against us on the round 16 of the 2017 Champions League Tournament Champions, it's number 7, and look at that, he took a speed bus while taking a shortcut. That was very well played indeed. Numbers 1, they are getting left behind the competition, and number 7 will wind up in first place. That means this race will go to the next best standing, as Samuel Uyanawa of Team Russia will take speed bus number 2 this race. He takes away second place from Zoe Hilton of Team Afghanistan. Now Samuel Uyanawa is making way to the top hill. I think Zoe Hilton will make a miracle comeback against Samuel Uyanawa in a hurry. Yeah? As number 5 takes the next speed bus, Samuel Uyanawa lifts Team Russia back to round 8. So they're one step closer of fulfilling their redemption run for 2017. Thanks Afghanistan for all your support. It's been fun having you on for the ride. God bless us all. And Russia, we'll see you later on around 8. You did pretty well in the round 16. We'll see you later on around 8. Congratulations to y'all. And next we have Pan of Slovakia against Dora Helmsley of Algeria. So the winner of this race will go on to face Samuel Uyanawa of Team Russia, while the loser must have to wait another year. So who's going to face Samuel Uyanawa of Team Russia? Will it be Slovakia or Algeria who's going to face Russia? There's only one way to find out. Best of luck to these two nations, and let's rock this place! Okay, there goes Pan and Dora Helmsley bursting down the line, trying to move one step closer towards their dreams. The two nations are making way towards the Amethyst portion of the course. And right now it looks like one is still a Chao going to rest. And there goes another Chao going rest. Right now it is Dora Helmsley who leads over Pan in the cup one. And it looks like number 2 is going to be heading for the water. That should gain some ground over the competition over at the water. And for the second race in a row, number 7 wins the winning toss, trying to lead the youngster Chao in the dust. Right now it is Dora Helmsley trying to lead over Pan heading over the bridges. They're making way towards the bottom of the bridges. And it looks like number 2 is going to rest. That means Dora Helmsley will come in the lead as Pan takes speed rest number 2 in this race. Try to make one last effort to catch up to Dora Helmsley in a hurry. But I do believe Algeria is going to face Team Russia and Samuel Uyanawa in the round 8. Yep, looks like Slovakia won't have a chance this year. Yep, that's going to do it for Slovakia. Algeria is going to move one step closer towards the victory. Dora Helmsley of Team Algeria moves on to the round of 8. As number 5 will once again close on the speed race. Thank you, Slovakia, for all your support. And we'll see you later on in Algeria in round 8 to face up against Samuel Uyanawa of Team Russia. There's more something after this, so stay tuned. Okay, time for the next race, Paul, of the exciting round 16. Alright, race number 3 of the round 16 will feature Cara, Team Portugal, against Puda Logden of Team Serbia. They've done pretty well in every round, and of course we congratulate them. Let's find out who will move one step closer towards going towards the round 8. Good luck to those two nations, and please start the race. Alright, there goes the 2 Chao, and it looks like Cara is up to a pretty good start for Team Portugal in the category. Right now, Cara and Puda Logden are trying their best to lift Portugal or Serbia in round 8, and we'll move one step closer towards fulfilling the crown as 2017 Supreme Champion. There goes Cara with Portugal getting right on the tail. They are battling over the bridges while one of them still Chao is heading for the water. What's going to happen? We'll pass it up. As Cara wins the toss, and she is going to be put out right behind in the dust. A couple of them still Chao are joining on as well. I do believe all 6 still Chao are heading for the water. Yep, they're all battling for water. As Cara, who now leads over the Chao right now, opens this one up with back-to-back speeders, and now she has a lot of breathing room ahead of Portugal. I do believe Cara is going to lift Portugal to the round of 8 to have another chance to reach the grand final. Yep, Cara is the winner of this race, as number 2 will close on the speeders. Get that. Alright, so thank you, Serbia, for being with us tonight. We'll see you on the next World Championship. And we'll see you later on, Portugal, in the round 8. Goodbye to see you, and good luck in the next round. Okay, now let's find out who will face Cara and Team Portugal in the round 8. For race number 4 of the round 16, we have Cara of Team Spain against Mental of Team Germany. That is we're going to learn for this race. And let's head down there here once again. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, let's rock this place! And Mental is going to rest again. So let's watch Cara. She's going to have the opening edge ahead of Mental, who's sweeping right behind on the top position. Cara is making her way out of the rainbow path and into the grass. Now deciding whether to go for the bridges or water. Which path will she take? She is going to take the bridges, folks, trying to maintain the lead over at the bridges. And it looks like one is still a challenge transform. As the first superstar to get speed best is Cara. And she's trying to run away from Mental of Team Germany. Oh, Mental might not have enough just to catch up to Cara in a hurry. Well, anyway, we will get speed number 2 in this race. As number 7 transform, it's number 6 who has speed number 2 in this race. And it looks like Cara is almost there. According to my calculations, I don't think Mental will have enough distance to catch up to Cara in time. That's it. Cara moves on for Team Spain. Thank you, Germany, for all your support. As number 2 will close on speed for the 2nd race in a row. Alright, so Cara moves one step closer for Team Spain, and we'll present the second half of the round 8 after we present a one for next. Okay, moving right on to the second half of the round 8. Tell us who we have next, Paul. Alright, next up for the round 16, we have Dormo Sages of Belize against Samuel Willis of Great Britain. And there's we'll get a lineup for this race. And it's best of luck to Belize and Great Britain in its next round 16 race. Here we go. Good luck to the two of you, and please start the bus! Okay, so Dormo Sages trying to represent Belize one step closer towards a grand final return in this next race, while Samuel Willis trying to look for a Cinderella run for Team UK in the early one for Great Britain. Right now it is Samuel Willis who leads over Dormo Sages in the Cowboy. The two Chao are neck to neck, battling over at the bridges. Who is going to come up on top? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar to get speed first is number 6, who is heading for the water at the Cowboy. And right now it looks like number 1 is with us, along with number 5. So these two Chao are going to be left behind the competition. As Dormo Sages takes speedbus number 2 in this race, and look at that! Samuel Willis correct. That means Dormo Sages will come in and lead for Team Belize over Team UK at the Kenwood. I do believe Dormo Sages will represent Belize one step closer towards a grand final return this year. Yep. As number 8 takes the next speedbus, Dormo Sages calls out Samuel Willis to lift Belize back to the round 8. Thank you, UK, for all your support. It's been fun having you on for the ride, and I hope we see you again on our next program. And Belize, you've done a pretty good job in the race. We'll see you later on for the round of 8. And let's find out who will face Domo Sages and Team Belize in the round of 8. For race number 6 will be Jermaine Parton of Gambia or Delta Lavancho of Finland. There's only one way to find out. The winner will go on to face Domo Sages and Team Belize in the round of 8. So let's see who's going to come on top. Let's have a challenge! Okay, and there goes the two superstars pressing down the line. They are neck to neck at each other at the Caramount. Right now, the two Chao have reached the other side of the maple path and making towards the grassy areas where they decide whether to go for the water or just settle for the bridges. And it looks like Delta Lavancho pauses for a moment. That means Jermaine Parton will have full control of the lead as number 8 wins the win toss this time around, trying desperately to catch up. And right now, number 1 is getting left behind in the competition, all the way in the back of the pack. And it looks like numbers 2 and 6 are on good rest, so they're going to be left behind battling for dear life. As Speedbus number 2 is faced, we may buy number 5, and number 7 will score rest. That means number 5 will have command of the lead, with Delta Lavancho having the best position so far in second place. It doesn't matter if he loses silver shell, Delta Lavancho is still going to move on to the round 8. She's going to beat Jermaine Parton of Team Gambia as number 2 taking next Speedbus. Number 5 finishes first place as Delta Lavancho moves on to Team Finland with second place over Jermaine Parton. Thank you, Gambia, for all your support. And we'll see you later on in the round of 8 Finland. Congratulations to you. Do not move a muscle. There's more stuff coming up on our Chao Racing Tournament of Champions. Alright, just a couple more races left of the round 16. You got a 1 of 3 mini races will feature David Carmel of Australia and Huba Morton of Norway. That is what we have for race number 7. And there's who we're going to round for this next race. Who will be one step closer to all the glory? There's only one way to find out. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Okay, so there goes David Carmel and Huba Morton trying to lead Australia or Norway to the round of 8 and a one step closer towards all the glory. And it looks like David Carmel pauses for a moment, and so is Huba Morton. That means the 6 silver Chao will have come in battling for the lead up in the front. Right now, Huba and David need a lot of catching up to do after they pause for a moment. And number 6 is the rest. That means he is going to be left behind in the competition all the way in the back. And it looks like Huba Morton is heading for the water. As the first superstar gets beat is number 1, who's probably number 6 over in the dust. And right now, number 6 is getting left behind in the competition all the way back. He's getting all over the last place with no help to catch up at all by the crowd. As number 1 opens this one up with back-to-back speeders, currently number 6 in the dust. And right now, Huba Morton is making his way toward the top of the hill. Norway is going to move on to the round 8 by way of looks at it, yep. And number 6 POS was too late. Huba Morton gets to the finish line in time. Number 6 would have had a chance to catch up, but his POS was just too late because Huba Morton touched the finish line before he got the POS, yep. And thank you, Australia, for all your support. And we'll see you on the next program. Rolling, congratulations, you're going to move on to round 8. And let's proceed to the last race of the round of 16. The last race of the round 16 will determine who will face Huba Morton and Team Norway in the next round are Rain Calls from India and Sally Pond of Denmark. That team amateur scored one last time. And as we'll get in the lineup for this next race, let's see who's going to face Huba Morton and Team Norway in the round of 8. Please start the race. Alright, so this race will decide who will complete the setting for round 8 and who will face Huba Morton and Team Norway in the round of 8. Right now, the two Chao, Ray Calls, and Sally Pond are closing in on each other at the Caramount, making their way towards the grassy areas. And now they're heading over to the bridges. It looks like both of these Chao are going to take the pledges. Yep. I always will say. As number 8 wins the only toss this time around. Finally, the Australian Chao does. And number 1 is heading for the water. All in number 7. That means numbers 2 and 6 are getting left behind in the competition like always. And number 8 would have had back-to-back viewers, but number 5 touched the finish line. And number 7 is going to close it on second place. Wow, number 8 viewers didn't get enough that time. Right now, it is Cara from India, who's trying to find the best position in third place in the cowboy. As number 1 was the next command viewers, looks like Cara is going to face Ruben Morton of Team Norway. India is going to move on to number 8. Yep. Cara moves on for Team India. At Sally Pond, a little disappointing because takes the next command viewers. Thank you, Denmark, for all your support. And number 8 is getting left behind my goal. Thank you, Denmark, and we'll see you later on in number 8. And we will present the number 8 just about awards. But first, let's hear one from this. Alright, welcome back to the 2017 Tournament Champions here on Chao Racing. At the start of the tournament, there were 48 nations hoping to become the next Supreme Champion of Chao Racing. The playing field eventually went down to 16, and the excitement really started to get a little bit intense. Now it's the round of 8, and the remaining nations look forward to clinch a spot in the grand final in the next round. So let's hope for the very best for the remaining 8 nations in this year's tournament. So Paul, tell us what we have for our first round of 8 semi-final this year. Okay, Brandon. Our first round of 8 semi-final will feature Samuel Uinawa of Team Russia against Dora Helmsley of Team Algeria. These races will be held on a sapphire course. It's best of luck to Team Russia and Team Algeria in a quest to reach a grand final in the next round. Let's find out who will get that chance to become the next Supreme Champion in the next round. Everyone is on the clock, and please start the buzz! Okay, so it's the round of 8, and the action really starts to get excited here. Samuel Uinawa of Team Russia and Dora Helmsley of Team Algeria are rushing for the checkered path and heading into the wall, and the first person to make it to the finish line will represent a seed in the grand final in the next round. And it looks like number 5 is going to rest, and number 6 taunts for one, while our 2 superstars battle for the lead, as the first superstar gets beat is number 2, and look at that, he now has the lead over 6 Chao with 3rd place. Right now it is Samuel Uinawa and Dora Helmsley who are battling up in the very front. They're battling all the way for the right, but only one of them will emerge victorious in the early one. As number 2, who dominates over the 6 Chao, opens up the round of 8 with back-to-back speedruns. And look at that, Samuel Uinawa will have full control because Dora Helmsley is good rest. And right now, number 7 is getting left behind in the competition, all the way in the back of the pack. We're approaching the 1 minute on exciting race, as he will get the next command speeders, trying to move up a couple places that time. Right now, Samuel Uinawa is going to have another chance to become the next Supreme Champion in the Grand Final. By the way, we'll say, yep, Samuel Uinawa is finalist number 1 of our 2017 Grand Final, as number 6 will close on Spears Face. Thank you, Julia, for all your support and on your splendid Cinderella run. And Samuel Uinawa, you'll reach the Grand Final for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. Congratulations to Team Russia. Back in a bit for the 2nd round of 8 semi-final. Alright, time for the semi-finalist number 2. Okay, race number 2 on the round 8 will feature Cara of Team Portugal against Crystal Carmel of Team Spain. Neighboring countries, as a matter of fact. But which one of those neighboring countries will have a chance to become the next Supreme Champion of 2017? We'll find out soon enough. Everyone is on the clock, and let's rock this place! Alright, so there goes Cara of Portugal and Crystal Carmel of Spain. Portugal and Spain are neighboring countries that meet each other, but only one of them will have a chance to become the grand final. Oh, down goes both of our superstars. That's going to cause a serious damage. And it looks like Cara is pausing for a moment. That means Crystal and Carmela will have a command in the lead. and she pauses for one, thus giving Cara back the lead. As the first superstar gets beat is number 8, who dominates over 6 Silver Chao because he doesn't need to go rest. And right now a couple of Silver Chao getting left behind. And it looks like number 1 taunts for one, and down goes one as Silver Chao. And number 7 taunts for a moment. They're going to hit the wall first, so the next BS is probably going to be up in the front. And it will be made by our leader, Cara, Team Portugal. And she doesn't need to go to rest, she keeps on going. She's trying to hold on Crystal Carmel so that Portugal will have another chance to become the Supreme Champion of 2017. Poor Crystal Carmel better hurry up if she wants to make a grand final return after 2 years. I don't think that's going to happen. And number 8 with another return, making his second appearance to the race, continuing to dominate over the 6-2 Chao with second place. Looks like Cara is going to be back in the grand final after a couple years of waiting, as number 6 takes the next command speeders. Cara lets Portugal back to the grand final after 4 years. Cara is finalist number 2 for Team Portugal, as number 5 will close out the speed rest of the race. Thank you, Spain! I know it's heartbreaking that you lost, but it's always next year. And Portugal will see you in the grand final. We will talk about semifinals number 3 in just a little bit, but first I will get this. Alright, so far we have Russia and Portugal in this year's grand final. Let's find out the remaining 2 spots for the grand final. That's right, Brandon. And one of those remaining spots for this year's grand final, for race number 3 on the round 8, we have Dormo Sejas of last year's 3rd place nation, Belize, taking on Delta Labancho of Team Finland. And there's a look at the lineup for this race. And let's head down to the Sapphire course again. Everyone is on the clock, so without further ado, please start the race. Okay, so there goes Dormo Sejas, trying to beat out Delta Labancho so that Belize can make a grand final return this year. Oh, and down he goes! That's going to cause us serious damage. Dormo and Delta are neck to neck at each other, trying to maintain ground up in the front. And they're going to approach the wall. Who's going to come up on top? We'll find out soon enough. As the first superstar gets beat is number 6, who desperately needs a kanji on every now and then. And look at that, he moves up a couple places, because some Chao are going to rest. And right now back in front, Dormo and Delta have made their way to the top of the hill. As the next appearance we made by number 7. Now he needed some help and he got it, but he's still in last place, I think. And Delta Labancho pauses for one. That means Dormo Sejas will have come in and lead up in the front. Dormo Sejas is making way towards the home stretch as number 8. Wow, the next command appearance trying to lead over the 6-2 Chao in 3rd place. Looks like Dormo Sejas is going to live with Belize to a grand final return this year. They done it last year, and of course they won in 3rd place, but now they will get a second chance to reach the Supreme Champion crown. As number 6 will take his second appearance to the base, Dormo Sejas is finalist number 3 for Team Belize. A grand final return for Belize this year. And we have just enough time for one more speed best, and it will be made by number 1. Thank you, Finland, for an incredible run you had this year. And Belize, we'll see you later on in the grand final for your second chance at all the glory. And we'll present the remainder of the round 8 after we hear word from this. And now there's just one spot remaining in the grand final vacant. Who will go to face Russia, Portugal, and Belize in this year's 2017 grand final? Will it be Huber Morten of Team Norway? Or will it be Ray Collins from our friends over at Team India? There's only one way to find out. It's best luck to remaining round 8 participants on the quest for victory. Here we go. Everyone is on the clock. And let's have a challenge. Okay, and it looks like number 1 is going to rest, so he will be left behind in the crowd. Right now it looks like the 2 Chao are making way towards the checker path. And it looks like Ray Collins pauses for one, trying to get some attention here. Huber Morten is trying his best with Norway to the grand final, and one of the Silver Chao going to rest. Another Silver Chao is pausing for one. Right now it's number 7 who leads in the current one, and he pauses for one. That means Huber Morten of Team Norway will have come in the lead for the moment. And who will get the only toss in this race? It's number 1 who gets the only toss. He desperately needs to catch up every now and then. And look at that, he really needs to catch up because some of the silver Chao are the rest. So he'll have a little bit of moving up to do. And right now, Huba Morton and Ray Carlos are making way towards top hill, along with number 8, who currently leads over the 6 silver Chao with third place. At Speedless number 2 in this race, we made by Ray Carlos. He doesn't need to go rest. Huba Morton's going to rest. So Ray Carlos will have coming out of the lead up in the front. He's still awake. He's still got energy left. I do believe India is going to face Russia, Portugal, and Belize in this year's 2017 Grand Final. There's only one way to find out, as the next speeders we made by number 6, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. Now making the pass on number 5. Looks like Ray Collins has his face all revved up, ladies and gentlemen. Huba Morton won't have enough distance to catch up to him in time. India is going to reach the Grand Final this year, as number 6 takes back-to-back speeders. It looks like Ray Collins is going to lift India towards the Grand Final. Their final is number 4, so they're going to face Russia, Portugal, and Belize in the Grand Final. As number 1 will close on Spears Race. That makes sense, second Spears Race. Thank you, Norway, for all your support. And Russia and India will see you later on in the Grand Final. Don't go away, the Grand Final is up next. So after 1 week and a whole year of expected surprises here in the Tournament Champions, we are down to just 4 nations in a hunt for the 2017 Supreme Championship crown. The finalists for this year's Tournament Champions are Russia, Portugal, Belize, and India. Now, no matter who wins this tonight, I'm pretty sure that they're all winners, and thus they will have an automatic bid to next year's Tournament Champions. So, audience, here's your counts to vote for who wants to be the Supreme Champion of the 2017 Chao Racing season. Will it be Samuel Uyanawa of Russia? Ivan Kamara of Portugal? Tomo Sejas of Belize? Or Ray Collins of India? There's only one way to find out, Paul. You know what to do. Alright, Brandon, it's the 2017 Grand Final for our Tournament Champions, featuring Samuel Uyanawa of Russia, Ivan Kamara of Portugal, Tomo Sejas of Belize, and Ray Collins of India. And Pat Sanderson help us with the countdown. Alright, audience, this is the Grand Final. So help with us count down backwards from 5 to start off this exciting event, the grand finale of the 2013 championship season here on Chao Racing. Are you ready? Then here we go. Count along with us. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's have a challenge! Thank you, Pat Sanderson and the crowd, for counting it with us. And there goes the 4 finalists, busting down the line, heading into the palm trees. This race is held on the Emerald Course, so they're going to make a start by taking the palm trees to bring down that coconut-shaped fruit. And now the 4 finalists are going to eat the fruit. And there goes Samuel Uyanawa currently leading over Ray Collins, who is in second place behind him at the current moment. It is Russia and India who will be battling up in the front, and it looks like Samuel Uyanawa of Team Russia is heading for the water, as the first to start against Peebus on the 2015 Grand Final of the Tournament Champions is number 1. And look at that, 1 is still a chance going to rest, so he is going to lead number 8 in the dust. Right now, number 7 and 8 are getting left behind on the competition all the way in the back of the pack. As Speeders number 2 on the Grand Final will be made by Team India's Ray Collins, trying to catch up to Cara, who's currently sits in third place behind Tomo Sejas, and our leader, Samuel Uyanawa of Team Russia. The 4 finalists are making their way to the top of the hill as Ray Collins gets back to the next Speeders. Now trying to make a statement in the only run. It's going to be a showdown down to the wire, folks. And right now, number 8 pauses for 1, or taunts for 1, as a matter of fact, as he will get the next command Speeders, but he's still in last place behind the pack. We passed the 1 minute mark deciding race, so I'm what we know has the leader come 1, but everything can happen in the Chao Racing universe, because this is the Grand Final of the tournament, as Ivan Kamara takes the next command Speeders, trying to make a miracle comeback in the way 1. right on numbers 1, 7, 8. While getting left behind from number 2, who currently leads over the 4th Chao in 5th place to come right behind the back of the pack. And who will get the next command speeders? It's going to be number 1. That makes his second speeders face. And number 7 Torrance from 1, so he's going to be left behind the competition. Back up in front, someone we know has made it to the tomorrow, and he used grass. Now he's almost Jazz, and Cara will be battling for the lead up in the front. Raycon's also snoozing for a while. As the next speeders we made by Samo Uyunamo of Team Russia. Now trying to catch up to Dormo Seijas and Cara, and Dormo Seijas to the rest. That means Cara will have command of the lead. Now trying to hold on Samo Uyunamo of Team Russia to Portugal to their first tournament champions victory. They only won number 4 place in 2015, but I do believe they're going to do it this time, as number 1 takes a third speed versus face. Yep, Samo Uyunamo won't have enough. This is a catch up to Cara tie. Portugal is going to finally win the first tournament champions at a very long time. As number 6 taking the next speeders, Cara wins it for Team Portugal. Samo Uyunamo will come in second place with Team Russia, and Luis retains third place with Dormo Seijas, leaving Raycons and Team India in 4th place. Thank you, farmers, for all your support, and congratulations to Team Portugal and Cara. Back with the official trophy presentation after these messages. Well, it's been an exciting tournament indeed, and Portugal came out victorious in the very end. Congratulations to Team Portugal on a job well done. And now let's head over to Pat Sanderson for the official final standings and trophy presentation of our new Supreme Champion. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the winner's podium as we present the final standings for the 2017 Chao Racing Tournament of Champions. In third place, we were excited to host another exciting run for Belize. Big round of applause for Dormo Seijas of Team Belize. In second place, this wise man showing had a lot of fun participating in the tournament, and the Russians paid tribute to him for a job well done. Samo Uyunamo of Team Russia! And in first place, the girl who made Portugal proud in the very end of another exciting tournament. Fans of Portugal, please rise up and give it up for the 2017 Supreme Champion of Chao Racing, Cara! Congratulations to Team Portugal and the beloved superstar Cara! After 5 years, Cara paid off her gamble since her first Grand Final appearance in 2015, and now she is the new Supreme Champion of the Chao Racing Universe. Well, Portugal won all, and now hosting next year's Tournament Champions in the capital city of Lisbon. And thanks to everyone else for participating for our 2017 Tournament Champions. I'm Pat Sanderson, reminding you to have a wonderful holiday season and best wishes for the forthcoming year of 2018. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you in Lisbon! And we are back to wrap up the exciting tournament right after these messages. Well, Paul, that's going to do it for another exciting edition of our special Chao Racing Tournament Champions. Yep, Brandon, and I do believe I applaud all 48 nations, including Oz, USA, Chao Pickles, and Supreme Champion Cara. They've done a very fine job indeed. So are you looking forward to next year's tournament in Lisbon, Portugal? Yes, I am, and I'm pretty sure the fans are going to enjoy it too. So, until next week, we'll be resuming our regular races in Jackson, Mississippi for our Christmas Eve show. I'm Brad Jennings with Paul Sycamore, signing off from Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Join us again for more exciting action here on Chao Racing 2017. So long, everybody!